All right, man. Let's talk about Jameson Williams. Apparently out for the rest of the preseason. I think we won't see him again. I think somebody said the Baltimore game. I don't know. I just heard somebody say that. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. I mean, I didn't know nothing about the drop issues out of Alabama. About the rain. I didn't know much about the off the field issues. He really don't have. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So, it looked like he a bust. To be honest, it looked like a bust, feel like a bust, smell like a bust. Like, and I was just kind of thinking, like, whether the Lions just go ahead and just cut ties with him if it don't work out this year. Especially if you're gonna choose Goff to be his companion going forward, being his quarterback, because that ain't gonna work. I can see it right now. Him and Goff not gonna work. I know people say, "Oh man, a lot of fans overreact." You gotta understand, us real Lion fans that don't sit here and look at the glass half full every year. We seen this shit before. You gotta remember, we took Jermaine Crowell pretty high. He was out of Virginia, just like Herman Moore. His career got cut short with injuries. He was gonna be the next great receiver in the NFL. One of them. You know, you done seen us, draft Mike Williams, Charles Rogers, Roy Williams. I don't never get mad at Roy Williams. We end up getting a whole bunch of draft picks for Roy Williams. So that ended up like really working out. But he didn't really work out like that. Titus Young. I mean, crazy as hell. Remember Travis Fogham? It wasn't nothing like we didn't think he was gonna be anything, but he did have that good game, that little stretch in Philly. But right now it just don't seem. I mean, that drop in that preseason game, man. That's just like. That's just like, Then you notice last year he had more drops than catches. Then last year you got to complaining about the catches. Yeah, I don't really see this working out. And I'll give B. Taylor credit where credit's due. I don't mind saying somebody was right. He was right. It's looking like right now he was right. And I told him, them moving up to get Jameson Williams calling ACL injury, that's a bad sign. You got a homie or a homegirl that just got a bad taste in selecting a partner. Brad Holmes' bad taste is selecting guys coming off injuries. He keep taking them, and some gonna pay dividends, and some not. But right now, Jameson Williams just seemed like a flat out lost cause. From the ACL to, not wanting to be here. Some people opinion it wasn't his fault. That's just his demeanor. And maybe he really didn't want to be here. He might write a book and say, "I didn't want to be here." To the ACL, to we moving up, drafting him, and then he gonna be compared to other receivers, which I'm gonna get into in another video. He's gonna be compared to other receivers. He is. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Being out in the streets of Detroit later at night, I mean, it's just anything he do, he been targeted. But when you don't perform on the field and your job is to catch the football, you can't catch the football, I would never draft a guy who had catch issues. And I didn't know he had catch issues at Alabama. I never heard of that until he got to Detroit. Never heard about that. And everybody else I speak to, I ain't heard that shit. They like, heard that shit. So, but I mean, receivers are a dime a dozen anyway. they'll be able to find one. And apparently they are in the market for a receiver, which I'll talk about that later on too. But I really ain't got shit to say, to be honest. I ain't got nothing to say. Because a couple of their receivers down, St. Brown hurt the same ankle that was already injured. I told y'all sit here beating y'all chest, celebrating, talking NFC North, talking about Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up. Let them go accomplish something. Let them go out there and show you they can do it. Not almost do it. Or on paper they can do it. Let them show you that they can do it. Y'all always buying into the hype, even if there's no hype there every year. Let them go do it. And then if they let y'all last down, y'all gonna be depressed. Y'all gonna be sad. Y'all gonna be, looking stupid. And y'all gonna be talking about fire him, fire them. Chill. I know a lot of y'all need excitement in y'all life. The economy messed up. The world messed up. We could be going to war. I feel y'all. A lot of y'all might be lonely, but that's the best time to find yourself. If you find enjoyment in being solitary, you'll be alright. You'll be alright, trust me. The bad thing about it is getting addicted to just being by yourself. How peaceful it is, it's addictive. Once you master it, it becomes addictive. You don't want to deal with nobody else. Only children, we've already mastered that. Most of us have already mastered it. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't look good, bro. And if you want to call him a bust right now, I'm not gonna fight you on it. If you want to say, CJ, you overreacting, you being premature, I'm not gonna fight you on that neither. But I'm fully prepared to brace for impact of bustation. I'm fully prepared for him to be a bust. And they knew Ebron couldn't catch, and they still drafted him. Like I be saying, man, a lot of this stuff that they be doing is designed to sabotage the city of Detroit and Detroit teams. I'm not drafting nobody who got hands problems, unless I know I can fix them. If you're not a sure-handed receiver, I don't even fucking want you. So I don't know what it is with him. I will say, Goff throws a very catchable ball compared to Matthew Stafford throwing lasers. You got to be a catcher of the football to catch what Stafford dishing out. Now he got a little bit more touch on his throw passes than as he matured. That motherfucker was still out there throwing lasers. That touchdown he threw in New Orleans, that was like a 70-yard beam. Beautiful pass last year. Beautiful. But yeah, Goff be throwing little ducks and he got to reach back for it and all that. And then the kicker about Jameson Williams is that he can't even train in the facility. He can't rehab in the facility because he's suspended. So they got to find a third party, another medical facility, to nurse his hamstring. Now, I don't know which hamstring it is. Could it have something to do for overcompensate, for not being able to use that muscle like he should, or not strengthen that muscle like he should because of the ACL? That could be something in it. But those speed track running guys, they got a lot of hamstring issues, a lot of soft tissue issues. So that's why it's important that he really build them hamstrings up. Don't be quad dominant, build them hamstrings up. So, and depending on, how you rehab the injury, you got to understand he got to get in football condition again. This motherfucker ain't been in football condition none in the pros. He couldn't get in football condition last year because he was injured. This year he was getting in condition just to go get suspended for 6 weeks. So he ain't even gonna be in football condition, bruh. This dude's the offensive version of Anazorgi. He ain't even gonna be in condition. Possibly till next year. So they got 11 games back when he come back. Gonna be in condition? Not. So he could suffer another soft tissue injury. I mean, when he eligible to come back, he might not be in condition to come back. He might have to go through a couple weeks to get in shape to come back. This is a fucking disaster. And then you know what the Lions failed to do? They failed to go out there and just get DeAndre Hopkins for nothing. They failed to bring back DJ Shark for nothing. You got all that motherfucking money. And I'm sorry I'm getting belligerent on this video. When you knew you could not count on this man. You knew there was an investigation for him gambling. You knew him and Goff didn't click. You knew it could be injury setback from they said, and you still didn't go out there and protect yourself. And with St. Brown possibly going down with the same ankle that was injured last year, now you fucking down to Khalif Raymond and Josh Allen. Ain't that where you started at with Tyrell Williams and Khalif Raymond when Gabriel Holmes first got there? It made no freaking sense not to go out there and sign one or both of them. I said, even if Jameson Williams healthy, they still needed another receiver. Brad Holmes will never fail on two things. And I like what he's done. But his two downfalls, he going to take chances on guys who injury prone. Emmanuel Mosley, Anna Zorky, Josh Pascal, who already come in there injured. He gonna take his injury prone players. Because you need a corner too with Mosley. But, Mosley, you don't know when he coming back. And he a day later, dollar short. Everybody seen when Mosley wasn't at camp, the corner, you need another corner. You need to be on the market for another corner. Now, they could be waiting for somebody to get cut, but the sooner the better. Right? You knew Denzel Mims went down. He wasn't having the best camp because whatever going on. Cool. But you knew even before that, when you had a healthy core, you needed one more receiver. You knew that. Everybody knew that. Jameson, Reynolds, Raymond, Brown, was Marvin Jones Jr. That's fucking not enough. Any imbecile can see that. We all can see it. We all can see it. We can see it was not enough. And now, what you gonna do to get a receiver? This dude is just slow, bro. They late dollar show. That's all I gotta say. Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Link tree, the first link in the description. Peace.